Guys and dolls, Freedom Dad here, and Friday, all good in the hood, as they say. Hope you're all good, hope you're all looking forward to the weekend. No big massive video right now. Still got one in the pipeline, hopefully get that out later tonight, and just have a wee quick chat with you, make sure everybody's good, let you know everything's good here. And I did tell you yesterday that I had good news and I forgot to mention it. So the good news is my kitchen's getting done. So the guys have come in and put a new floor in. Like, the floor was gone, I mean the joists were gone. The guys were standing in on the foundations of the ground, and the floor was up to their waist, and it was just 10 feet by 6 feet hole. How I never went through it is beyond me. I really don't, because I never thought the joists were gone. I just thought it was a couple of floorboards. But yeah, it's the joists, completely rotten. So the water must have been leaking for about 20, 30 years. God knows how long it would take for water to do that to a joist. So yeah, so the floor's in. They're just doing the ceiling, new ceiling, and the new kitchen will be in on Monday. So I'll bring a wee video, so well. Absolutely buzzing. It'll be good to have my kitchen. Just need to get a cooker and a fridge, freezer and stuff like that. Cutlery, plates, everything, guys, everything. It's been a long, hard journey, so it has for me, since I lost my wife. And you know, been some very, very dark places in the last 4 years. But I have to say, probably a bit more than that now. Yeah, it's coming up to 5 years. Yeah, it's coming up to 5 years now, and yeah, you know, where would I be without Katie? You know, I have to say this, like, you know, and you know, it's something that I'll never ever forget. No matter what happens in the future between me and Katie, because yes, there's an age difference, you know, and we both love each other, you know, but we just don't know what's around the corner. And, like, you know, I'm not getting any younger, guys, you know what I mean, and it's something we talk about but sort of don't talk about, you know, but, you know, maybe I talk about it more than she does, and you know what I mean. And obviously the last thing I want is for her to be looking after me, you know what I mean. I've done that myself, you know what I mean, not with my wife but with my mother-in-law, you know what I mean. And it can do a lot of damage to a human being, caring for somebody. It really can, guys. There is evidence that a lot of carers who care a long time for somebody end up going before the people they're caring for, because of the stress and the pressure. Because, like my mother-in-law couldn't move, and she just lay in her bed, and she could move one arm and everything. We put her feet in her belly, or water went through her belly, we give her medication through her belly. And that was for 6 years, and, like, you know, she had a really good life. She enjoyed her life, you know. I never got my head around it, but she was just happy with her big screen TV, or remote control, watching her TV programs, you know. And yeah, we you know, obviously it was we were family, so she used to get up in the morning. She used to sit in her chair, a big massive chair. It was like NHS it supplied, and yeah, it was like she had a good standard of life. And you know, I think she was pretty oblivious to the stresses and the pressures that me and my wife were under, and which is good. That's what you would want, you know what I mean. But it did take it out of the two. It did take it out of the two of us, and it was hard work. It really was hard work, you know. And you know, I don't want that. I don't want to put that on to anybody, you know. So yeah, but you know, what can I say? She's just amazing. She's just amazing in so many different ways. Honestly, like, I don't know what to say. You know what I mean? Because there's nothing I could say that would be adequate or enough, you know what I mean, for how I feel towards Katie. And you know, give me an absolutely amazing, beautiful baby, you know. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to us settling down in our home together. Once the kitchen's in and we get decorated and everything's nice, I'm looking forward to that. And that house will be my baby's and Katie's from here on in, no matter what happens to me and Katie. If me and Katie decide to go separate ways in the future, that house will always belong to my baby and her, you know. I've made that quite clear. Um, Simple as that now, you know. And why not? You know what I mean? Why not? And yeah, so I'm super happy right now, guys. Excited, you know what I mean? Excited. The kitchen will be on a Monday. A lot of work getting done. Don't think they're working over the weekend, but Monday morning that'll be the start. Hope Monday night the kitchen will be in. Like I say, it's just a matter of getting cooker and everything else sorted out then. But yeah, what's been happening in the world? Usual, innit? Usual. I'm not going to go on and go on about it, but you know, Martucci, what is going on? You know, what is going on? Like, I'll be honest with you, I'm like you know, I am always honest with you. And I don't like calling people out or nothing like that. I never do that. But you know, I have mentioned, like, I turned off Martucci because of the clickbait. You know, there was too many times the headline didn't suit the video, or the headline was fake, false. You know, it was like, and it was done in a way where he was covered. Maybe put a question mark. Starmer to resign. Starmer resigning. You know, certain things. I can't remember every one of them, but there was just one too many, and that was a personal choice I made. I thought, like, no, I don't like. I really hate looking at something and going, oh, and clicking on it, and then waiting to see what was said in the title, and it doesn't happen, and that really pisses me off, guys. And for that reason, I stopped watching him, you know. So I haven't got a Scooby Doo what he's been saying, but I'm picking it up from Paz. And to be honest with you, right at the very start, I said it was smoke and mirrors. Before the Monday where he's meant to hand himself in, I did say smoke and mirrors. And I said on the Monday before it was meant to be handing himself in, it was smoke and mirrors. And I don't know why, but I just got this feeling there's a lot more to this than meets the eye. And he does all right for himself. Let's be honest, with his super chats and everything, and you know, he's he is successful. He is a good reporter, but you know, quite a lot of his backings came from Tommy Robinson. You know what I mean? And I just think it's like it's a bit much. Guys, just to carry on there, I was just heading into the house, and yeah, we're just talking about Mayor, so we were, and you know, I've got nothing bad to say about him. You know, like I say, guys, you know, everyone to their own, and you know. But I'll always be honest with you guys and give you my opinion. You know what I mean? I think it's only fair. I try not to badmouth people. Like I say, I don't ever want. I don't think anybody should be on a platform badmouthing people. But I think with Maher, like he's part of our movement. You know, he's part of our community. You know, he is, and he's no doubt. And I think if anybody can criticize anything he does, it is us. You know, and it's only fair, you know what I mean? And you know, my criticisms are simple. You know, it's like clickbait. He does a bit of clickbait, which personally I don't like, and there's no reason for anybody else not to like it. You know, it's just something personal to me that just gets up my back. Um, and you know, I just think he's doing very well for himself, and I don't see it going out anywhere. You know, like I just look judge people how I behave. You know, and you know, if I was in a situation as I've always been in my past with having money. It never lasts because I'm too kind. And I think if I was in a situation here with hundreds of thousands of followers and so much money coming in, I would be showing you exactly what I would be doing with that money, and I would be changing people's lives with it. So I would, maybe in small ways. You know, you could either do loads of small ones or a couple of big ones. You know, super chat and all that. There's a lot of dough coming in. Over nearly a million followers. You know, I don't think people really understand how much money is involved. You know, um, and like, yeah, I understand he needs personal protection and everything else. You know what I mean? And you know, no two ways about it. You know, he does need to have that funds coming in, but I just think it would be nice to see it getting put out and helping other patriots, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. But maybe he does, and he just doesn't show off, you know, which is fair enough, you know what I mean. Um, like I say, it's hard for me to understand because I've done everything I've wanted to do in life. I've travelled the world, and I've had everything. I've had the brand new cars and the designer clothes, and lived a pretty bad lifestyle, to be honest with you. Just not wanting for anything and just like, well, he's spending money willy nilly. You know, it's like pretty disgusted with myself, to be honest with you. And you know, because I could have done a lot better with that money, to be honest with you. You know, and a lot of people benefited that maybe shouldn't have benefited, which is fair enough. You know what I mean? But it taught me life lessons. So it did. And I'm glad to be in a situation now where money doesn't mean anything to me. The most important thing to me is happiness. Getting up in the morning and being happy and keeping my mood away and staying out of jail and no hurting anybody or no getting hurt by anybody, you know. This is difficult when you have mental health problems. It's difficult not getting beat up, you know. You're only as big as you're only as hard as your last fight, you know what I mean? And there's always harder men out there than you, you know. Um, so to be honest with you, like if I was making money, I'd be doing what I normally do, giving it away, you know. Um, Obviously, it'd make sure my daughter and that was alright if it was money I earned. But if people were giving me money, I would need to do the right thing and give it back out again, you know. And that's just the way I am, you know. And maybe I shouldn't be judging people just because I am like that. Maybe it's through guilt or something. I don't know, but I've never been any different. Um, it hasn't money hasn't been an importance to me. You know, it's not. I've always been the type of person that's always been able to make money, so I've never been really worried about no having money. I'm like, oh, I better keep this money. I've never saved money in my life. You know, money runs a hole in my pocket. Used to, you know. Obviously, I've got my wee girl now and all that, and like it's different now. I don't drink or anything like that. Like, you know, I mean, I don't go clubbing. I don't go out. I don't go on holidays. I don't wear designer clothes. I've got a couple of designer clothes that I bought when I got that compensation for the childhood abuse, but you know, that's it. You know what I mean? Has again give quite a lot of it away. You know, I really did. Um, and I'm not going to cast up by saying, but you know, I was quite easy giving £1,000 here and there to people that were good to me in the past. That was no problem. Didn't think nothing of it. You know, people were good to me. That was my chance to pay them back. You know, that went through the times with me when I had difficulties with drugs, and you know, a lot of people had to put up with a lot of stuff that bullshit, really nonsense that drug fueled me. It behaves like, you know. And yeah, it was good to be able to say thank you to the people and show them who I really am. Because they knew who I was, but I was in a very dark place and became a very dark person. You know, I thought it was the end of my life. I thought this was it. There was nothing worth living for, and I didn't care about nothing. Didn't care about nothing, and didn't care about nobody. I just felt like pure me, basically pure me. Why does this keep happening to me? You know, and just throwing a dummy out of the pram. You know, I did. There's no two ways about it. And but got through it, and I'm here to talk about it, and that's the main thing. But like, you know, everybody's got their own cross to bear, more or less, and you know, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that Mara is doing anything that's untoward. He definitely isn't. He brings really good content. He puts a lot of work in. He puts a lot of effort in, and he deserves rewards from it because it's dangerous. You know, no doubt about it. From like say Antifa and like just idiots when he's out videoing. You know, whether he's in proper danger, I don't know. You know, I really don't know. And like I say, guys, it's just a personal thing with me. You know what I mean? With the clickbait and that, and all the rest of it. And just the type of person I am, and I've got nothing against the guy. And I just hope if he ever did see this, it would be nice to see him doing something good. You know, and maybe he has, and I've just missed it. You know, um, but yeah, there's a lot of kids out there that are suffering. And personally, my target would be, if I could help anybody, it would be the girls from the grooming gangs. And, you know, because I know right now, this minute, these girls, 10, 15 years later, most of them will be in trouble. There's no two ways about it. And most of them will probably just end up in prison because it's no like they go to court and go, oh, this is why I'm like this. And never it gets said. And then at the end of the day, the judges have heard that many excuses. They're like, yeah, of course it is, and just jail you anyway. So, you know, I've never used in my background ever in my life. Never in my life have I ever used my background as anything in court. You know, and I can't say statements like that because my lawyers or anybody could, even the government could say, oh, look, we've got proof that he did. I've never once used my background, never once used my mother down and being put in the care or mentioned anything that's happened to me while I was in care. I took my punishment, accepted what the things that I've done in life. You know, if you break the law, you deserve to be punished. Simple as that. I'm not going to use my mother as an excuse for my behaviour. You know what I mean? Um, so I can guarantee a lot of these girls will be the same. They'll be angry. Everything they've been through, and then they're getting lifted by the police because of their behaviours, because their mental health won't be right, and the only place they'll end up is prison. They don't care what's happened to you in the past. You know what I mean? So they're the type of people I think we should be reaching out for, and people should be helping. There's a lot of patriots right now giving a lot of money to a lot of people. And I would like to see some of that money going to the victims of children that have been through abuse, adults that have went through abuse as children. You know, um, that's just me. That's exactly what I would be doing, guys. Yeah, but it is what it is. But listen, guys, I'm not going to do your nuts in. I will try and get around to editing this Ireland thing. I'm still doing a wee bit of research. I'm still talking to a lot of people in Ireland about about the votes and what's happened and what's going on over there. I swear to God, I keep getting the same questions getting asked all the time for people because I'm Irish. It's hard work, guys. It really is. If you knew, if people, honestly, I'm getting it. I'm hearing it. I'm getting the messages, getting the phone calls. Everybody is saying the same things. What is going on? Why is this happening to our country? These are Irish people talking to an ex-loyalist. You know, a lot of big changes in the world right now. Big changes in Britain, and I don't know. This could go any way. The Ireland thing could go any way right now, but we'll see. We'll see. Listen, guys, all my love to you. Thanks so much for the subs, the likes, and the shares, and God bless every single one of you.